Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are talking about again severe weather. Yesterday we talked about a tornado outbreak. We had quite a few tornadoes. Also, I just want to actually real quick look at the National Weather Service and see how many reports we got in. So we're gonna look at that real quick before we get to anything else. So that's what we're gonna do first. And then yeah, sorry that was my phone. Just letting you know about that. About my video today, my other video that starts in 30 minutes, but you guys, it's probably out by the same time. So let's look at the tornado reports yesterday. Yesterday's tornado reports, we didn't see many, but in the Maryland and around the New Jersey area was where the most tornadoes were reported near. So I just wanted to give a brief update on that real quick. Sorry, I just wanted to give a quick update. But today we're talking about upcoming severe weather threat. Already 4 days out, we have a slight risk issued, so we're going to be seeing some severe weather possible. But before we start today's video, it would help if you guys subscribed. It would help a lot to the channel. So yeah, sorry about that. So yeah. Now let's real quick look at radar real quick. They already have a severe thunderstorm watch possible. They have a mesocyclone discussion saying that. So we have some storms in this area starting to develop into today's slight risk area today. Not too big of a risk, but still at the level 2 threat of severe weather today. So that's what we're going to be monitoring. We're going to look at that on the SPC outlook. So yeah, let's get to the SPC outlook today. We have marginal risk in this area, and the level 2 threat, slight risk. Also, if you don't know what I'm talking about, here's the scale at the bottom. Our highest is all the way to high risk. We have a marginal risk in this area up here, another marginal risk down here, then another marginal risk down in this area. So our tornado threat for day 1 outlook is a little area, but there's still a 2% chance of a tornado in north Colorado and southeast Wyoming. So we're going to be monitoring that very closely. Our hail threat is a 5% and then 15%. Even zig, that means the biggest risk is in that zig area. That's where the biggest risk of hail will be. Then our the wind outlook, a 5% and 15%. We have a couple areas of 5% too. This area down here, this area here, and that area over here. So we're going to monitor those very closely. Now let's get to our day 2 categorical outlook. That won't be too severe, just a marginal risk for this area here. We're not going to be seeing much happening tomorrow. Maybe a slight risk, but right now no slight risk issued. Then the marginal risk area in this area, but nothing really too major going on at this time tomorrow. Our day 2 tornado outlook, less than 2% in all areas. The hail outlook is at a 5%. Or this area over here, not too big of a threat, but still a threat. Then day 2 wind threat. We see a 5% in this area, and then 5% in this area. Nothing too major yet. So we're not seeing our big severe weather coming in. Probably day 3 won't be that bad either. We have a marginal risk issued. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a slight risk issued around this area here. But I do expect probably a slight risk because it looks like there's enough room for a slight risk in this area here, but we can't look at the tornado, hail, and wind threat, and I don't think there's going to be as big of a threat this day, but there's still going to be probably a threat. But our big severe weather day doesn't happen until 4 days out. This can always change though, but if we can look at the bottom, we see a less than 15% chance, a 15% chance, and then a 30% chance down there, and they have issued a 15% chance. And if you don't know what 15% chance is, that is a slight risk of severe weather. Then 30% chance is enhanced risk. So there's at least a slight risk for day 4 outlook. If this gets upgraded to enhanced risk, we could possibly have a high risk day. I don't expect it right now because it's too far out to say, but if this becomes an enhanced risk, there is a tiny possibility, not big, but there is a tiny possibility for this to become a high risk, because it's been a year since we got a high risk of severe weather last May. So we haven't got our high risk for this year, and we might not, but if we do, we could have it on day 4 outlook maybe, but right now it's just a slight risk. So I won't worry about it too much, at least at the moment. Now let's look at future radar right now. Showing on the radar, there's nothing going on in this area. Maybe a few showers up here in this area. Maybe a few showers in this area down there. If we go a few hours later, pop-up storms will start to develop. These are the ones that could be damaging winds, hail, maybe a brief tornado or two. Then some more storms up in this area. Then we continue on, and we're going to continue to see thunderstorms in this area here. More now of a damaging wind threat and hail when it gets to that point. And then it's just going to continue with that mainly damaging wind threat. Maybe some hail with it in these areas. And we're going to see it continue all the way into Kansas tonight. But then we're going to see it start fizzling out. But we are going to see some little showers near North Missouri, a little bit of showers in Iowa, a few in all the way from Texas to Kansas. So yeah, let's look at the Cape on these storms maybe today. They're not too big. The Cape isn't too bad right now. That means there's not that big of a threat today, but because Cape is food for thunderstorms, there's not much food for thunderstorms today, so that's the good news here. We're going to look at another model that goes a little more far out. We're not seeing much Cape, though, today. So, yeah, let's look at, real quick, the significant tornado index. We have a very low significant tornado index. Not even close to the severe weather regions. Now, let's look at a different model. This is NamNest model on Cod Meteorology. And this one's saying some thunderstorms will develop later today in this area here. Then we're going to see storms fizzle out in this area. I think I agree with this one a lot more. But I can't say for sure which one I'm agreeing with. Then some more storms form around this area up here. We're going to watch on your Friday. So we're going to watch that on your Friday. We also have a couple of thunderstorms on your Friday near Kansas City. Those are most likely just going to be regular thunderstorms. Then we get into around Saturday, and I think that's our day 4 outlook, and we see some strong thunderstorms with supercells possible. Actually, let's actually look at what the storms are going to look at. It's too far out, so we can't see much of what it's saying, but we see some supercells possibly in this area with some damaging winds, hail, and maybe a couple of tornadoes possibly. It's too far out to say for sure, though. So now we see the Cape. We're going to see quite a bit of Cape at the start of today, but not too big. Food for thunderstorms, like I said. And then it doesn't get too high till about Thursday into Friday. The Cape gets a lot of yellows on there. That's 300 to 400 in quite a few areas here, where we're gonna have some food, a lot of food for thunderstorms. And then we're gonna continue, but then we see some reds showing up into your probably Friday into Saturday. We're seeing a lot of reds in here, and reds are 4,000 to 5,000 feet, and that's pretty high for Cape. And then 5,000, even 5,000 to 6,000 in some areas, like right up here or like right in that area. So we're going to be seeing very high cape, and that's why they issued a slight risk for Saturday, because of that threat of strong to severe thunderstorms. If we look at the same area, let's look at this area up here. Let's go to convective products, no cape, and let's look at the what area is in it. This area has the most cape here. We're gonna go back to the future radar and see some storms start to develop around that time in this area. That's where I think this could be our biggest day of severe weather out of the next few days. Depending if this could change, but if this does play out like it's showing right now, it's going to be strong. It's showing on here. This could bring some damaging winds, hail, and maybe a few tornadoes this day possible. If we can actually look at the tornado index, significant tornado index, around this time, it's not too high, but you never know what could happen. This is a little too far out to say much about it, but so we're gonna have to watch that. Also, real quick about the Bermudan explosion thing. There was one. This is what happened yesterday. I will put this in the description if you want to watch this about the Bermuda explosion. Remember, real quick look at this. See what happened here. You can see some smoke around the building there, and it looks like a bomb went off. Just wanted to briefly show you guys what happened in Bermuda. If you guys did not hear about it, I wanted to share this video with you to show you what happened in Bermuda yesterday. So yeah, that is what happened. Look at that smoke and everything. So I will have this in the description if you want to watch this whole video. I watched this earlier. I want to share this part of this video with you guys. But thank you all for watching. If you guys want to watch that video, it will be in the description. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.